So Jacob, I'll start with you. I feel like we get very little screen time from Glenn this season. Was that a story perspective? Was that just not really finding the right jokes for him? Where did that come about?
Well, there's no wrong joke for Glenn. We put him wherever we want to. No, it's I always think of Glenn as a rich dessert. You don't always want him, but this year these episodes we actually shot two seasons at once. And so I think that was just kind of maybe weren't paying enough attention. There's a lot more Glenn in the next season. There's a lot of Glenn. I think he's in like 5 of them. So I think that was just an error in math. And that's why I got into show business, for the math. I love it.
Well, Lisa, I'll kick my next question to you. I mean, we get to see you get your own cold open with the McMurrays, which is quite the wild ride to watch. What was that like for you working on that and sort of bringing that one to life?
It was a lot of fun. I mean, it was a big scene. I think it was like 9 pages or something. So, we really worked. We worked a lot we're like, we got to get this, got to get through it. So we kind of went through it a number of times, which is super fun and, found little moments. But yeah, it was a beast of a scene, but those are the fun ones, where you're like, we got to get through this. It's like 3 minutes. Let's do it.
We like to challenge Lisa that way too, because she doesn't break. And so to put her in a scene with Melanie and Dan is as challenging as you can do, really, because they're both so insane. So it was fun to film.
They're very goofy. So it's just like they just went for it. And you'll see that in the scene. It's pretty fun.
Now, did you get any room to improvise in that scene as well? Or was it pretty much all on the page right there?
I mean, like the rhythms and the pace of it's all on the page. So it's kind of like you just go for it and it's all in there. There's not really, in that scene, it was just so tight. There wasn't really, there's really nothing to add.
I think also on behalf of all of us that do scenes that are that long, who has the time? You got to, when you're learning all those lines, you're not thinking of improvs. You're just like, oh God.
Yeah.
So Trevor, I'll kick it to you next. I mean, Squirrely Dan, he has such a just fun ride, I feel like, throughout this season, going along with everybody getting in more fights. But I feel like we don't get as much dating from him this season. Can we look forward to more of that in season 11, you think?
Dan's been doing a lot of dating in the previous seasons, and I think at this point he's just got to try to figure out where his heart lies. He was had his feet in 2 worlds with Ellen and with his Mennonite gal, and now he's just figuring out what lane he actually needs to be in. So I don't know if we'll be seeing more of him dating, but I think actually a lot of the humor from Dan's dates comes from what you can't see.
You're not wrong. That's pretty true. So then with that, I mean, we get to see you reunite with Lavina very briefly in this season. What was that like for you filming that entire episode? Because I mean, anytime that the Dick family is on screen, it's a wild, it's a wild ride. But I mean, what was that like for you getting that episode?
Fun episodes. Like there's no denying it's always a funny time when Jonathan comes to visit us from the East Coast and brings his Mennonite character and his litany of wordplay. And those are the scenes I think we giggle at the most these days. I know Keith and Nathan and I have a tough time keeping a straight face when we're opposite of John, and he tries to get us to break. He milks it hard. He really leans into us to try to get us to laugh. So those episodes are always a ton of fun to shoot. And actually, the Dick Farm is a very attractive looking setting. The farm is very pretty looking, but that pond does get a weird smell on a hot summer day. Not gonna lie, not the best smelling set we've got.
Well, I am so glad I got to talk to you all for this season, and I had a blast getting through it. I'm going to revisit it multiple times in the lead up to season 11. So thank you all so much for taking the time to chat. I really do appreciate it.
Thanks, Grant.